Come on. Whoa! Don't do that. Hello, everybody. Jordan Gasly here. Welcome back to the Gasly Toy Crypt. It is not a toy hunt day. This is not a toy hunt video. If you saw the last video, you probably saw during the haul portion that I received a couple of upgrade kits for some Transformers. So that's what we're going to be looking at today. Specifically, the upgrade kit for this guy right here. This is Studio Series 86 Leader Class Galvatron. And DNA Designs ended up reissuing their upgrade kit that had originally come out for the Kingdom class, or I'm sorry, the Kingdom class, the Kingdom series leader class Galvatron, which had a little bit of battle damage on it. It was a little bit more on the purple side than this nice purple bluish side. So they just reissued it with the correct colors, and I got that bad boy right here. So we are going to take a look at this upgrade kit here very shortly. Uh, this is also going to be kind of a double experiment. You guys know that whenever I get these upgrade kits, I don't really look at them, or I don't really look at the instructions until I start recording these videos. I did open it just to make sure all of the pieces were in there. I've been burned before. So I like to go on this journey with you, so I have no idea how the installation process is going to go. So we're going to take that journey together. That's experiment number one. The second experiment is I received a new uh, arm for holding cameras. It's like this really cool multi-jointed arm that you kind of clasped to the edge of the table here, and we all know that this desk space that I have is very limited. So I ordered this to see what it would be like. So we're gonna try to do some top-down shots with this bad boy today. I haven't really messed around with it too much. I just got it, I think a day or maybe 2 days ago. So this will be experiment number two. So we'll see how it goes, and who knows, we might use this in the future, or this could end up not going well at all. But we're just going to dive into the video. Let's go. Okay, like I said, this is the first time I'm using this new camera arm extension, so we'll see how it goes. I'm kind of leaning over it right now, so as I start to take things apart, put things together, we will see how this goes. I might have to readjust, so just bear with me. Let's bring in our big bad boy right here. This is Galvatron. Like I said, this is the Studio Series 86 version of Galvatron. Um, the updates, we'll look at it here. I feel like a lot of people thought he was a little short in the legs. Maybe the proportions looked off. I honestly, personally, didn't have an issue with it one way or the other. But the upgrade kit it was affordable, so I decided to go for it. So this is what our boy looks like pre-upgrade kit. And we'll put him right here. We'll slide in the upgrade kit DK30 Studio Series 86 Galvatron upgrade kits. Let's go ahead, we'll flip it over, and we'll take a look at some of the stuff that it has here. I have my spudger here as a pointer. So the pieces that we get some ankle risers right here, which I believe are these two pieces right here. We get his original Generation 1 toy came with a gun. I don't understand why he transforms into a cannon. I always thought that was weird, but we do have the additional, if you want to make him look more like the Generation 1 toy, he does have that option. He comes with a new matrix. Something that this one came with was a molded chain around a matrix, like he did, to show like he had in the film. This one is an actual chain, and I think you can just plug the matrix right onto this bad boy right here. We have this blast effect, and we have a new head mold, which comes with, here, let me go ahead and zoom in a little bit, bring it up closer, which has three different options for new facial expressions. So I think that's pretty cool. We're going to go ahead and crack this open here. Let me zoom out a little bit more. We're going to go ahead and put Galvi over to the side over here, and we are going to crack this bad boy open and take a look at the pieces here. All right, so here are our instructions. I haven't taken a look at these just yet, so we will get there eventually. This is this. Oh, I didn't realize that it was purple. I had opened it just to make sure everything was in here. I thought this was going to be solid black, but it is a translucent purple, which is, I don't know, it's kind of nice. And let's see, we have what appears to be a pin pusher and a couple of gap fillers right there. And in here, let's see. Oh, wait, hold on. There it comes with two. I didn't realize that. There is a gray plastic blaster here. There is the chain for his for the Matrix. Two new fists. Oh, yeah, I missed that. Yeah, they're right up here by the head mold. So two fists with more articulated fingers. One face sculpt, two face sculpt, three face sculpt. These pieces are our ankle pieces, and of course that is the crown for the head mold right there, and we have our blast effect right here. I don't think I'm going to be doing too much surgery. All right, we'll move the parts out of the way, and we will bring Galvatron. I'm going to go ahead and take his blaster off here, his arm cannon, and we are going to flip him over. And we are going to install the what I think is probably the most difficult part of this upgrade kit first. Let's go see if I can zoom in. We're going to go ahead and do the ankle upgrades here. And we are going to have to take out all of these screws. So we will have to do some action figure surgery here. I like to use these nice little bowls off to the side to put the screws in because these guys are tiny and you don't want to lose them. But I do have a screwdriver around here somewhere. I swear I'm organized. Let me go ahead and take a look at the instructions, see what I got to do, and then we'll film it. Well, we're just going to go ahead and start with this leg, and we will, I don't know, we'll see where it takes us. We will, again, we're on this journey together. Okay, so we have all of the screws taken out. This whole piece that kind of comes out right here, this is the whole part that we are going to be taking out. But we have to take this piece off first, which kind of slides in on top of everything. Let me go ahead. Come on, there we go. So we'll put this piece right here, and we will take this whole piece off right here, and we have to take a couple of pieces off of this right here. These two pieces. So these two will split. There is a piece, and there is a piece right here. Come on. Come on. All right, that took me a little longer than I'd like to admit, but these should be our four pieces. Also, just kind of a correction from earlier. Upon looking at the instruction manual again, I got a little bit ahead of myself, and it turns out that you don't need to take out that third screw for the ankle pivot right here, or for this extra piece right here. You just need to take out the two. So I went ahead and put it back in just to make life easier on myself. So we'll take these pieces and we'll move them up just ever so slight out of camera. So what we're going to do is we are looking at the left foot here, and I've got the two upgrade kit parts. So what this will do is this peg right here, if I don't drop it, this peg right here will slot through right here, and you see it has a little notch right here. This is going to go on the back side here, so this will catch the peg that's going through the slots, and then that little notch is going to slide in right there. So that will give us some extra height on his ankle pivots. Let's go ahead and do that right now. All right, That's in there, and that's what that looks like from the top there. If you want to take a look, there you go. And then the piece here, like I said, what sticks out here will go right here, and then that will notch just like that. So that is what we are looking at right now for the left foot. From here, we are going to bring back in this piece and this piece, and we just want to go ahead and close it back up like we had before, but we are going to use this slot right here for the peg there. So this piece right here can slot through there, and then this piece right here, we can go ahead and just pop it back on like that. And now that we have this completely assembled, we can go ahead and bring back Galvatron, and we will go ahead and reslot that. We'll take our first piece that we took off, we will put it right back there, and we just go ahead and put the screws back in. It is important to note that we now have an extra screw hole right here. I always want to point with my finger because I'm so not used to using the pointer or the spudger. But in this bag right here with our gap fillers and our pin pusher, we have 2 extra screws to account for that new screw slot right there. So be very careful because these things are tiny and you definitely do not want to lose them. And since this is our new piece right here, I'm going to use one of the new screws on the newer screw slot right here. I don't know, screw slot? I just feel like screw hole is doesn't sound right. All right, that's pretty good. All right, tight, tight, and tight. So we can go ahead and bring our flap back over here, and that'll just peg in like it normally does. And that is the height difference right here that we're looking at. So he gains I don't know, like what, quarter of an inch maybe a little third, I don't know. Let me zoom out, and this is what he looks like with, or from the front with the upgrade on. So we have the ankle right here, ankle rocker. Looks like he has like a double ankle rocker right here. Something's not closing up here quite right. Let me get back in this real quick. I'll come back in a minute. Okay, I'm back. And yeah, listen, everything is as it should be. It doesn't look the most flush of some of the upgrade kits that I've put on before, but that's the height difference that you will get with Galvatron right here. We'll take this piece right here, we'll move it, and you can see, like I said, everything is lined up as it's supposed to. It kind of gives him a double ankle rocker, and it's installed correctly because we have the piece cut out here to compensate for the shin guard right there. Let's see, we have that secondary rotation or ankle rocker rotation. It just, I got in there and I really screwed those things and just make sure they were nice and tight. And if you look closely, there's a little bit of gappage, like right here. It's not showing up on camera. You'll probably see it a little bit more in person. But if you're gonna have them in an A pose, you're gonna be tilting the ankles anyway. So that is what he looks like. You've seen me install this leg. I'm not going to bore you with showing you how to install this leg, so we're going to give it one of these moves right here. Okay, now that I've got both of them in, you can kind of take a little bit of a closer look here. The right leg was way easier to put in than the left leg. And you can see I still have a little bit of gappage here in the left foot, and I don't really see that here in the right foot. So maybe it's just the way that this specific piece was molded. I'm not too sure. I really don't have an answer for it. I really did have to get back in here and really kind of push in with the screwdriver to get these guys back on to where they were looking pretty good. Here, let me go fold these down, and then I'll do this. You can kind of see a side-by-side comparison. Actually, let me go ahead and move those so we can get a little bit of a closer side-by-side look. So that gap right there is something that came with the standard with the regular toy. That was there even without these pieces in. But yeah, everything's where it should be. Everything's good. Really no gap right over here. This is the only area which I kind of have any kind of gapping. So I don't know if you have this kit. Did that happen to you? Go ahead and leave a comment. But we are going to move on to the next piece right over here. We're just slowly going to work our way up the robot until we get to the head replacement. So we'll slide him over here, and we have a couple of hand replacements here, and you can see they are articulated hands with an articulated pointer finger. See, he's pointing that way. Ooh. Oh, come on. There we go. All right. So we've got the new hands, and they just slide onto a mushroom peg here. So let me see if I can just ever so gently zoom in right here, ever so gently rock this off of the mushroom joint. There we go. And we'll take our new hand, and we shall, let me go ahead and ball up the fist. It might be easier to push it down onto the mushroom peg that way. So we'll go ahead and, nope, don't want to do that. Push it all the way down. There we go. Kind of clicks into place. And there we go. We'll do the same with this one right here. And we'll go ahead and put the new one on there. Oh, that went on a lot easier. So there we go. We have our, whoa, easy there, Galvi, easy. We have our articulated hands, and this is what they look like right here. There we go. And you just lost the game. I know those are two different things. Don't yell at me in the comments. The pointer finger on this one is a little loose. Everything's pinned in. I'm not sure if like maybe a small dab of glue might hold it in place a bit better, but this one seems to be a little bit more of a stronger pin or tighter friction right there. All right, so we don't need these anymore, so we can put those off to the side. We are going to move straight up to switch out the head sculpt here. And to be honest with you, I didn't think he had a terrible head sculpt. But this is what the new faceplate will look like. I do like that it comes with the horns that come to a little bit more of a point. And there are 3 face sculpts that are interchangeable. So basically we will just have to take the front part of this off. We keep the back section right there, and then we will just screw this on, and then we can remove and add the face plates as needed. So we'll go ahead and get this guy. Nope, I think I zoomed out a little bit too much. There we go. I do need you. I don't know why I put you off to the side. So go ahead and take this screw out. There we go. There we go. Like I said, we are keeping this back section and his eyes. This will go the way of Megatron. So let's go ahead and bring in this guy right here. We will place him right where he needs to go. Okay, I think I've got it. So we will attempt to take the screw, put that right where it needs to go, take the screwdriver, and we'll just get this all sealed up. All right, how does that look? Man, a little bit of gapping on this side. It took some elbow grease, or it's taken some elbow grease to get the screw all the way in to where it seals the gaps. And we still have a little bit of gapping on that end, but not so much on this end right here. So that might be about as good as we are going to get it. That's kind of a shame because these things are supposed to be upgrade kits, and I don't think it's really an upgrade whenever they don't fit together like they're supposed to. A little better, maybe, probably not. But if I go any tighter, I don't want to risk stripping the socket there. So let me go ahead and pull out the 3 different face sculpts right here. All right, here are our face sculpts. We kind of have a standard stoic, we have a grinning, and then we have like an open mouth grin. I don't know. Galvatron's kind of a crazy dude. I think this one might be the one that we go with. Why do I keep banging the side of the camera for no reason? So it's got a peg on the back, so we just go ahead and peg it in right here. And this seems like it's going to be trickier than it needs to be. And it is. I was right. It was a hunch, and I was correct. So put his side pieces back, his side panels back in. And this is what we have for our laughing maniacally Galvatron. Again, I like the shape of the new horns up here a lot better. I wish this gap wasn't there. And you don't see it too much in person. You might see it a little bit more on camera, but there is a very slight different shade of purple. This is just a tad bit darker than the factory plastic here. So this is what he looks like with that grinning face. Also, careful whenever you go to replace the face swaps because the chin is painted and you will definitely scratch off some of that paint there. All right, we will install these pieces right here. A little bit of a closer look. They're these 2 gap filler pieces that are on a sprue right here, and they are for these 2 pieces right here. Technically, these are supposed to peg in right here, but when you do that, you lose the bicep swivel. So a lot of people have been leaving them unpegged. So what these do is they go ahead and they plug up the pinhole right there. This one can go in like that. So it's got this little notch right here. I'm not too sure if it's supposed to go a certain way or not, but he has this this sculpting on his shoulder right here. So that's I'm just gonna make it follow the sculpting just because I think that flows really nice. So we'll go ahead and put the other one in here, and these are a lot easier to put in than I thought they were going to be. Yeah, I think those look pretty nice. Yeah, there we go. Gap fillers. That is going to do it for our action figure surgery portion of the upgrade kit. There are some other pieces that I'm going to add on, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the tripod and camera situated to a different angle because we don't need to be top down for this. See you in the next clip. And we are back. Between the last clip and this clip, a large storm has rolled through. So you might hear some thunder like that. So I'm using a wireless microphone, so I'm not too entirely sure how much gets weeded out as far as like noise goes. But let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and zoom in on this dude's face real quick because I do want to point a couple things out right here. I think that's good. So his facial construct, like I don't know, it looks slightly different. Like it doesn't look, it looks a little bit more tall and slender than it should be a little bit wider, And I don't know, maybe the new face sculpt also makes Galvatron look, I don't know, a little happy. But this is what the original sculpt was, and there's something about the original sculpt that I really like with the scowl there. So I don't know. I'm unsure. I like the face swaps that we get with the upgrade kit, but I don't know. I feel like I kind of like the scowl of the factory face just a little bit more. There are two other face sculpts, and what I will do is I'll just drop in a photo of them right here. Here is photo 1, and here is photo 2. Something else I want to note is that this can be a little difficult to get the face sculpt out. So if you have like a spudger or something with a point, try not to go in under the chin. You can actually kind of get it right here in between the eye and the nose, and just kind of gently ease it off, and it'll pop right off there. Moving on to some of the accessories, this is the factory matrix that we get with Studio Series Galvatron. You'll see, like I said, it's a sculpted chain right here. The matrix can just pop right off. It's on a 5mm port. And we have is a really nice actual chain necklace here. And we can just take this and pop it right on there, and it even has the peg, so you can peg it into the slot that is right up there on his chest. So I think this is going to make a world of difference. I actually kind of like how it hangs, but we'll go ahead and plug it in here. There we go. And we can have our actual chain there. I don't know, I think that looks so much better. So much better. I went ahead and added an extra light just in case. You might see my shadows back here a little bit more. All right, let's see. What else do we have? So we have that blast effect. So this is a really cool blast effect. It's not as gummy as the plastic that Hasbro sends out. Not that I have any problem with those blast effects, but I think we can fit it in the arm cannon here, and we'll go ahead and let's see if we can get this guy posed out with a nice blast effect here. All right, there we go. We kind of have him posed up pretty well. The ankle joints are a little interesting. It'll take a minute to kind of get used to, but we do have that blast effect that does plug right into his ion cannon, fusion cannon, whichever one. I know somebody will correct me in the comments. But we also have, let's go ahead and take this out, and just for simplicity's sake, we'll go ahead and take the cannon off right now, and we will get Galvatron posed right here, like this. And he came, like we were saying, looking at earlier, he comes with two of the blasters. He comes with one that's sculpted in gray and one that is sculpted in this translucent purple, but it almost has like a nice cloudy, frosted, or even like a matte finish to it. I don't know what you would call it, but he comes with one of each, and I mean, it's your toy. It's up to you if you want to pose them with these or not. I probably won't, but the cannon does have a function in, or his blaster, I should say, does have a function in cannon mode. So we'll go ahead and get him transformed, and I'll show you where you can plug in the cannon there. I think we might go with the gray, just because I think, I don't know. Well, I don't know. You know what? Well, I'll probably show you both. I'll show you both. Now that we have them all transformed here, we are going to change some stuff right around here. But first I want to point out that the double ankle hinge is doing a good job there of keeping this dude straight. So the blaster that he comes with right here will take the place of this right here, and you can see that right here he has a slot and he's got a peg right there. So what's going to happen is this is going to come out, this is going to shift forward, this is going to plug in where this is, and these two, like I guess flaps or pieces, they're not really pegged in right now, will clasp right here. So let's go ahead and get that done. We'll do that. We will mess with, nope, I knew that was gonna happen. There we go. Right there. And then we have the peg right there. It'll just peg in. And then, like I said, this will come up and will fit right there. And on the other side, we have the peg that will fit right in the slot right there. And there we have the new back portion on the Canon mode. And listen, I'm not gonna lie, I think it looks pretty good. I didn't think I was going to like it. I keep moving this background back and forth. This is a low budget operation, if you haven't figured it out by now. Yeah, so we have his blaster now as, like, I guess this back section. I don't know what you would really call it, but we also have this one right here. So let's go ahead and get this one slotted in. I'm sure the two purples will clash with one another, but you know what? They're toys. They're supposed to be fun, and we'll fix that too. We'll fix it in post. I don't know. I think I like the color of this, but I think it does kind of clash with the rest of the movie purple, the bluish purple that we have going on right here. I don't know. Is it indigo? I don't know. What it clashes with this color. So I don't know. I think I kind of prefer the gray blaster. Not that I'm gonna have him in blaster mode or anything, but I think I prefer the other one personally. All right, we've got a little bit better lighting now. I, however, am not going to go back and reshoot those clips. Those are done. This has kind of been a weird all-day ordeal behind the scenes over here in the Ghastly Toy Crypt. But I did want to show Galvatron one more time, and we'll bring him a little closer so we can kind of get a good look. So we've got our chain. Like I said, we've got our articulated hands, which I think kind of look a little oddly long whenever they're stretched out, but you know what? That's probably just me being weird and nitpicky. We have our face sculpt. I'm purposefully, I don't know if I'm going to get comments about this or not. I know that his cannon is supposed to be pegged in right here. However, for some reason, the socket right here is oddly loose, and if you jostle it, it'll just kind of droop, and no one wants a droopy cannon, so we're gonna leave it right here. And we have our ankle tilts again, and this is what we look like on the back. Oh, one thing I did kind of slightly change. So whenever I put in the gap fillers back here, so you can see them right here, I had them kind of slanted, so they went the direction of the molding and the detail in the shoulder area right here. But I decided to turn them flat, and basically whenever you have them flat like this, the peg that's supposed to go into the pinhole right here just kind of rests on top right there. So I thought that was, I don't know, it's your toy. You can do whatever you want with it, but I figured that would be a good way to kind of store that, and you also still have the bicep swivel. So that is our upgrade kit, our DNA Designs upgrade kit for Studio Series 86 Galvatron. And we've come to the end. Again, behind the scenes. It was a crazy day. Crazy day. But that is our look at the DNA Designs DK30 for the Studio Series Galvatron. We are going to, I say we, it's me. Well, me and Galvatron. We're going to give you one more look here of some of these upgrade kits. So, I don't know. What did you guys think? Leave a comment down below on what you think about this kit. Personally, right now, this, man, I don't like to be negative. Like I think it's fine. I think it's good. I don't think it's great like some of the other kits that we've had for some of the other bots. Um, I definitely do like the new height. The face sculpt, like I said, those can probably use some work. The metal chain is probably the highlight for me. Uh, I don't think it's a necessary upgrade, and I mean I could also easily just put the old head back on so I can get the scowling face. But yeah, I don't know. Like I don't love it. I don't hate it. It's just okay. It's just fine for me. So it's if you love it, great, you win. I I don't want to dictate how you buy your toys or customize your toys. It's fine. You know, I'm okay with it. I'm not gonna switch it back. I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna switch it back. I spent money on this thing, but that's pretty much what I'm at right now with old Galvatron upgrade kit. It's perfectly fine. We're gonna go ahead and end the video right here. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I don't get to do these upgrade kit videos very often, but I like when I do. So if you like it, please let me know. Leave a comment below. Because I want to do more, but I don't want to make more unless you guys want to see more. So I'll, you know, if it's something that you guys enjoy, it's something that I'll continue to do. I've kind of been looking to expand some of the videos that I put out that are more than just looking for toys at Target or maybe looking for toys at a, you know, a place here or there. So speaking of, we do have, coming up this weekend, we do have our every other month toy swap, our Retroville toy swap, so we're going to be there. It's going to be hot. I think it's going to rain, but it's August in Georgia, so it's going to rain and then it's going to be even hotter. That's how that's going to work. But I do have another upgrade kit. I have this one, and I have one of the 3 upgrade kits for the Titan class Scorponok. We already put the leg upgrades on him, so we are going to put the Scorpion legs and the shield upgrade on him next. So keep an eye out for that video. I should be hopefully film that sometime within the next week and a half, 2 weeks, something. I have this video, then I have the another video coming out, and then I'll get around to that upgrade kit video for Scorponok. We are going to go ahead and end the video right here. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you saw, please go ahead and hit the like button. If you're so inclined to stick around, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. It really means the world to me. So I really appreciate it when you guys subscribe, and I really appreciate it when you guys stick around, watch the videos, and even share it with your friends. It's seriously, I don't, again, like I'm repeating myself. It really does mean the world to me. I mean it, I promise. But we're going to go ahead. We'll end it right here. We'll see you in the next video. See you real soon. Stay spooky.